She started pushing at me, and then she hit my glasses.
I literally popped her in the mouth. Yeah, I was asking the shit out of her.
I mean, this is like you run your mouth. You want me to pop you in the mouth?
Case introduction. Incident domestic battery on a minor parent. Child location Western Kentucky, Tennessee border region area code 270. Victim female minor age 17. Subject biological mother.
Hey, Miss Young. Trooper here to say, please. You don't have any idea why I would be here?
I'm sure about what's going on.
Would you care to tell me what's going on? Or what happened?
We were just arguing, got into a verbal argument. She's up in my face screaming at me. If you this, if you that, you're not going to tell me what the F I can do and what I can't do. She was mad because I told her she couldn't go to her boyfriend's house anymore because when she went, she never came home. Came home at 5:30 in the morning. And then tries to tell me that she did nothing fucking wrong. She just fell asleep and you get the fuck over it. No, ma'am, we're not going to act like this. You're not going to do that. You're not going to talk to me like that. She gets in my face, refuses to go back to her room, puts her hand up like this, like she's going to go to your room. Continues to get up in my face even more, like her nose is touching mine, screaming, fuck you, you're not going to tell me what the fuck to do. So I popped her in the mouth. I sure did. My kid's not going to talk to me like that.
She was already upset at me because I had been gone with friends all day. She claimed that I didn't tell her any of the plans, which I did, but that's beside the point. So she was already in a bad mood, and then my friends both left the house that night, and then she asked me to go find her a wireless charger. And she wanted me to go downstairs and get the one from my grandmother, and I told her, hang on, let me check my room. I did have one once upon a time. I told her if I didn't already give it to you, then I'll just go downstairs, or I'll grab it, and then if not, I'll go downstairs to get the other one. So I'm in there and look, sorry, I just walked all the way across the
No, it's all right, you're fine.
Anyway, went in there and looked. I didn't have it anymore, so I told her, I was like, okay, yeah, you're right, I don't have it anymore. I'm going to go downstairs and get the other one. Went downstairs and got it, and then came back upstairs, and she started arguing with me, saying I never gave her another one to begin with. And I told her, I was like, it wasn't anything recent. Like, I've had that thing for years. Not a big... Anyway. She started arguing with me, and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to bed. I shut the door, and I walked out. And then she accused me of slamming the door, followed me into the kitchen, continued screaming at me, getting in my face, asked her to back up, and then... that's when she started getting a little more violent, which doesn't normally happen. She started pushing at me, and then she hit my glasses, which I'm pretty sure is what caused that. It was hitting my glasses. And then she did end up popping me in the mouth at one point, which caused my braces to stick right here on my mouth. And then continued screaming some more. My grandma came upstairs, and then she just completely backed off and went to her room, and I went to my room, and that was the last of it.
So when you say she became more violent, what do you mean by that?
That was the pushing and the hitting.
Okay. And when she hit you, how did she hit you?
I think it was an open hand. I think it was meant to be a slap, but I also wasn't looking at her hands. I was looking at her face.
I apologize.
So, I was looking at her face, not her hands, so I don't know for sure.
So you know about how many times she hit you?
I know it was at least 2. But it wasn't, I know for a fact it was not more than 3 times. But like I said.
So 2 to 3 times?
Yeah.
So I see this here. You said there was a place in your mouth. Was there any other?
No, that was it. And this is mostly filled up now, and you couldn't really see it to begin with.
Yeah.
But.
So was this, I hate to say normal, but I mean, is this a regular occurrence? Or
No,
because whoever called, like I say, that's Post trying to call me. Was concerned about your safety and said that this is something that reoccurs, and so our dispatch was trying to look at calls for service, and that they have had calls, complaints about that in the past.
Yeah, there was only I think 1 complaint in the past, and that one wasn't on her. That was my stepdad, which he's gone now. But she's never gotten violent like that before. Her getting a little erotic and screaming. That erotic, is that the word? Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Erratic.
Erratic. Yeah.
Erratic.
Her screaming, all that is more normal. But as far as actually hitting, no.
So, and I'm just trying to figure out what her mind frame would have been. Like, to your knowledge, when this occurred? Would she have been intoxicated or on anything?
I know for
or?
a fact there was no alcohol in the house aside from my grandpa's beer, but she does not drink beer. And as far as any kind of other substances, I don't know.
Okay.
I try to mostly stay away from her anyway, so.
And why was that, if you don't mind me asking?
She's really snippy towards me, always. We have a few good moments a month, and then other than that, it's just always a bad attitude or screaming at me for something, so I just stay away from her.
Okay. So it's my understanding you live in the same house as your grandparents?
Yeah.
So who all lives in the house?
It's me and my mom, a 12-year-old little sister, 8-year-old little sister, and then my grandma, which is her mom, and then her stepdad.
So a step-grandfather?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
I'm tracking now. That's all right. My wheels were turning. They're slow sometimes. Who all was at the house when this happened?
Me, her, and then both my grandparents. My little sisters were with their aunt.
Both little sisters were not there?
No.
Okay. Did anybody else see it? Just maybe grandma heard it and kind of come and
She heard us.
put a stop to it? Okay.
Because she was already mostly awake anyway, because I had to go downstairs and get that charger. So.
Okay. And do you remember the social worker's name again? I'm sorry.
Michelle, I think.
Okay.
I think that's what she said on the phone. I'm not positive.
Did she leave a number? Did she call?
I have the number she called me off of.
Oh, may I get that?
Yeah. 270-943-9590.
And do you have, is your mom, like you said, she just left the house, like, is you like Life 360 or something, or how do you know where she's at?
Yeah, I have Life 360 and we have Fine Plan.
So you think she'll be going to work, or where?
She doesn't have a job. I really don't know where she's going, to be honest. It says she's at Family Dollar right now. That's all.
Okay. So, you seem to me, you're 17, right? Mm-hmm. You seem to be very intelligent. You seem to have it together and be very mature, okay? So, I'm not one to really, like, beat around the bush or try, I mean, like, you seem super intelligent for your age, so I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? And I hope you know that it's not okay for a parent or anyone to hit you like that.
I know.
Okay. So that being said, sometimes this could put you in a bad situation. Okay. But by law, there are actions that I have to take, because at the end of the day, your safety is more important to me than my own life. All right. So I'm going to do whatever I can do to keep you safe and to keep your two little sisters safe. Okay. How many times you hit her?
Just once.
Open hand, closed hand?
Yeah, open-handed. I just popped her in the mouth. Said, no, stop. I already told you about your mouth. You're not going to talk to me like that.
No.
And then she's literally in her room. My mom comes upstairs, and she's in her room screaming bloody murder, throwing shit around like I'm killing her, screaming, don't touch me, get away from me. And I'm nowhere near her. I'm in my bedroom. She's in her bedroom. And my mom is standing in the middle, in the living room going, and she had to leave her, you need to calm down and chill out. Like she was out of control.
Okay. Did you notify the police or anything when it happened?
No, I didn't.
Who else? Was there anybody in the room when it happened?
No. No, my mom didn't come upstairs until after. She finally went to her room.
Okay. And I guess, is this your mom out here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to step up and talk to her real quick. But, Mom, wait, do you have your identification with you?
It's in my car.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's no big deal. All right.
I mean, I know my driver's license number. Do you want it?
Well, that's fine. I'll get it in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and talk to her and see what she says. So you stayed her one time, that was it?
Yeah, just one time in the mouth. I told her, stop, you're not going to cuss me like that, you're not going to talk to me like that. You're not going to act like she was body bumping me, like chest bumping me, trying to fight. And I kept telling her, I'm not fighting with you like that. Like, I'm your mom.
How'd she get the big Slow place on her.
She has glasses on, and I think she would put her arm up like that, and she hit him. I didn't go anywhere near her eye, but she was crying about her glasses. You're gonna break my glasses, is what she said. I didn't even touch her. I didn't go anywhere near her eye. I popped her in her mouth just like that.
Okay. So your mom come up there after it was over with him, right?
Well, I mean, he screaming like I was killing her, screaming, "Don't touch me! Get away from me!" And I wasn't even near her. With the bedroom door shut, and I was in my room, across the house.
Okay. All right. Well, hang tight just a second. We'll go talk to her real quick. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to speak with her real quick before I come back with her. Ma'am, what's your name, sir?
Kathy Tanner.
Second.
Kathy Tanner.
Canner?
Tanner.
Cameron, okay. So what happened the other day, I guess 2 days ago, when your daughter and your granddaughter got into it?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I heard them, but I don't know what happened.
Okay. So you didn't say anything?
I didn't see any. I didn't witness anything.
What did you hear?
Both of them yelling at each other.
Did it sound like either one of them started it, or, I mean, could you tell?
I couldn't really tell. I heard them first at the top of her lungs, but I couldn't
Okay,
understand what she was.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I could not understand what she was saying because we live downstairs
Okay.
and they live upstairs, so I couldn't. It wasn't audible enough for me to understand what she was saying.
Do you have your ID on you just so I can jot down the spoke with you? So did you see the cut in her mouth and her swollen eye, your granddaughter's?
No, I didn't.
What's your phone number, man? Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I don't think they're.
This one? Oh.
That would make it a little more serious since she does have had some traumatic injury into her face, and then you hit her in the face.
I didn't like wham hit her. I just popped her. That was it. It wasn't a, oh my God, I'm gonna knock her clear across the house or whatever. No, it was not that serious at all.
So what was her injury? What?
She was in a car wreck last year in November. She was T-boned at 70 miles an hour, and it basically split her in half. It crushed her pelvis. She has 5 screws holding it together. Fractured her spine in the bottom in 2 spots.
Was an accident on Scottsville
Bowling Green
Road out here with the 3 girls.
Spent a month in Vanderbilt in ICU. Cause, I mean, they just where it crushed her pelvis, they wouldn't let her walk. She wouldn't even want to get up out of bed. Because of that, she's been babied and gotten away with all this stuff that she probably normally otherwise wouldn't have. You know, a little bit more leniency is because she died. I mean, they brought her back. They had to give her 3 minutes of blood before they were in the helicopter.
So Miss Young, here's kind of the predicament that I'm in. Okay, I obviously wasn't there, and I'm not God, so I don't know what happened. Okay, all I can do is make the best judgment call that I can make.
Okay.
All right, and at the end of the day, people way more smarter than I am, make way more money than I am, make these kind of decisions. Right? Okay, but at the end of the day, we received a complaint that she had injuries. I went and verified that. Okay. Like I say, I don't know if she she chest bumped you or whatever, I went and talked to your mom. She didn't say it. She wasn't there. She was just there for the aftermath.
Yeah.
So I have no witnesses. All I have is a 17-year-old with some facial injuries. Okay?
So, are you taking me to jail?
Yes, ma'am. That being said, I have no choice whatsoever. The law gives me no choice whatsoever. So that's what I'm saying. I have no, I don't make the final say. I just can make the best judgment call that I can here. Okay, like you have no injuries that I can see. You know, complaint. You said she didn't hit you, and she has two facial injuries, minor injuries. Yes. But
She did to herself. You got when she put her hand up with her glasses. That's what caused her black eye. It is.
Okay. Well.
Legal framework. Applicable law. State battery statute assault on a minor domestic context. Triggering mandatory arrest provision under domestic violence statutes. Federal Child Protection, Baseline Child Abuse, Prevention and Treatment Act, Capta 42, USC, Paragraph 5101 et sec. Element I actus reus, admission on record. Subject mother admits, I just popped her in the mouth. I sure did. Confirmed upon re-questioning, strike count equals once, method equals open hand to the face. This constitutes an unambiguous admission of offensive physical contact, satisfying the actus reus element of battery. Element 2, injury. Corpus delicti. Victim account struck 2-3 times. Impact caused braces to lacerate the interior of the mouth. Officer observation, visible oral laceration plus periorbital swelling, black eye. Physical injury documented on scene equals corpus delicti established independently of admission. Element 3, victim status protected class. Victim confirmed age 17 legally, a minor in all U.S. jurisdictions. Most states impose enhanced penalties for battery committed by a caregiver upon a minor. Under Kentucky RS Section 508.09, Tennessee Code Section 3915401, physical injury inflicted by parent upon child may constitute child abuse independent of domestic assault charge. Aggravating factor, pre-existing traumatic injury. Victim previously suffered crushed pelvis, 5 surgical screws, fractured spine, 2 sites, T-bone collision at 70 miles per hour, Vanderbilt Hospital, November of prior year. Legal significance: striking a person with a known prior traumatic injury to the same anatomical region elevates the objective severity of force applied. This is relevant to sentencing enhancement and civil liability under foreseeability doctrine. Evidentiary issue: conflicting accounts. Subject claims struck once. Victim claims struck 2-3 times. Legal standard applied where 2 accounts, conflict and physical evidence, laceration plus swelling is consistent with the victim's account. Courts apply the most favorable to the prosecution standard at probable cause stage. Discrepancy in strike count becomes material in charging and sentencing, not an arrest barrier. Evidentiary issue: absence of eyewitnesses. No third party witnessed the battery. Grandmother present in the home: I didn't see anything. I did not witness anything. Mother arrived only post-incident. Legal principle: eyewitness corroboration is not required for probable cause under domestic violence statutes. Visible injury plus admission equals sufficient basis. State v. Williams, People v. Gentry, General Domestic Violence PC Standard. Evidentiary issue: failure to report. Subject perpetrator did not contact law enforcement following the incident. Third party initiated the complaint. Legal implication: failure to self-report is not a criminal offense per se, but it is admissible as consciousness of guilt in subsequent proceedings. It also negates any claim of lawful justification or good faith. Pattern of conduct dispatch history, officer states. Our dispatch reviewed calls for service and found prior complaints. Subject acknowledges 1 prior complaint attributed to former stepfather, not herself. Legal significance: prior complaints create a documented pattern. Under VAWA Violence Against Women Act 34 U.S.C. Section 12291 and state domestic violence statutes, pattern evidence is admissible to show habitual conduct and elevate charge classification.
Like I say, that's somebody that's got way more education and money than me that makes that decision, not me. Okay. So with that being said, I just need to get you stand up there and put your hands behind your back, please.
Hey, give these to my mom.
Yep.
Do I get to come home tonight?
Hold on just a second. Put your hands behind your back.
Time do the kids get off the boat?
They're home now.
going to Nan's house tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Whose house are they gonna stay with, Tabitha?
Just don't talk to me, please.
Man, we're just trying to make sure. We're trying to make sure that your kids are safe.
They are. They will be there at 5 o'clock when she gets up there to get them.
Okay, I understand. So the best thing you can do when we're trying to help you is stay calm and not lash out at us.
I don't think
Okay.
you're helping me, though. You guys are not helping me.
Well, I'm doing what the law requires me to do.
What's Pam's last name, Tabitha? Is it Young or is it somebody else?
Martin.
You said that's William's sister.
Yes.
Now, do you have any weapons or drugs on your person? I'll have to ask.
No, I don't.
Okay. Because I'm going to pat you down the best that I can as being the male, but they're going to check you at the jail.
That's
if you
fine.
have
I don't have anything. I have absolutely nothing on me.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Okay. Not to say that you would, but if you take anything inside the jail, that's a felony offense.
Okay, I
By
don't
law, I
have
have to warn
anything,
you.
I promise
Okay.
you.
I just have to warn you. That's it. Okay?
I literally have nothing.
Okay, that's fine. I got to check.
You can take my jacket off if you want. Leave it
No,
here.
that's not. So we'll give this to your mom outside. Did you get everything you needed to get?
Yeah. I'll talk to her when she gets out.
Okay.
Early next week.
Do you have a business card by chance?
I won't get out until early next week.
No, I'll talk to you early next week.
Oh, I was like, oh my God. So you guys do know that to do tonight, which is exactly what she wanted. So she's going to go to her boyfriend's house all night tonight and probably not come home all day on weekend. It's perfect.
So you're blaming me for what happened
No, I'm
last night?
just, it's perfect. Y'all have no, don't know.
Check this today, so.
Well, okay. But I
Paper,
guarantee
but
y'all
that's
just
my information. My cell phone.
tell people, yeah.
Number down there's the best.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'll be doing the Jason 3, so I'm sure to come through, but you've already got all that.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
cut the fucking shit.
I'm just saying, this is ridiculous. Like, y'all act like I beat the hell out of her. I literally popped her in the mouth. Y'all act like I beat the shit out of her.
I mean, this is like you run your mouth. You want me to pop you in the mouth?
I mean, if I'm up in your face screaming and cussing you and saying, fuck you, I expect it. Yes, sir.
Well, I don't expect this attitude.
Okay? Mom, they're taking me to jail. Yeah. They're taking me to fucking jail. Because you wouldn't have done the same thing to me, right?
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, how do I get her out?
You can call the jail.
That's at home too. This is not okay for her to just run off the cadence now because that's what she wants.
$3.21 Bowling.
Haley played Little Miss Innocent. She did nothing wrong.
10.50. Hold this 1 second, I have to set this box up. Yeah, that's it for me.
Mandatory arrest doctrine. Officer. By law, there are actions I have to take. Officer. The law gives me no choice whatsoever. Officer, I am doing what the law requires me to do. Analysis mandatory arrest statutes in domestic violence cases adopted in most U.S. states post-VAWA 1994 remove officer discretion when probable cause exists and visible injury is present. The officer correctly invokes the mandatory arrest standard. This is not a discretionary arrest. Probable cause analysis officers stated basis. Officer's articulation on record, I have no witnesses. All I have is a 7-year-old with some facial injuries. You have no visible injuries, no complaint, and you stated she did not hit you. Legal standard probable cause equals fair probability that a crime occurred based on totality of circumstances. Illinois v. Gates, 1983. Here, admission plus documented injury plus minor victim plus no counter-injury on alleged aggressor equals probable cause clearly established. Defensive claims self. Inflicted injury argument. Subject claims victim's black eye was caused by her own glasses during an arm raise. Legal analysis. This is an affirmative defense claim, not a probable cause deficiency. At arrest stage, officer is not required to credit an exculpatory explanation where physical evidence is consistent with the victim's account. Reviewed under Graham v. Connor 1989 reasonableness standard. Defense theory is preserved for trial, not determinative at arrest. Arrest proster per booking search and felony advisement. Officer conducts pat-down search incident to arrest authorized under Chimmel v. California, 1969. Statutory warning issued. If you take any prohibited item inside the jail, that is a felony offense. By law, I am required to advise you of this. Legal basis. Introducing contraband into a detention facility is a standalone felony in all U.S. jurisdictions. For example, Crash beses dente desis bendesize, desized a prash drezede, jesis desed vesized. Legal lesson. One parental discipline does not justify battery. Reasonable corporal punishment defense is narrow and shrinking. It does not cover strikes to the face or head use of implements or any conduct resulting in visible injury. Restatement of Torts, Section 147 and current statutory trends, facial strikes by a parent upon a minor equals battery regardless of provocation by the child. Verbal provocation, even severe, does not constitute legal justification for physical force. Legal lesson 2 mandatory arrest, no negotiation at the scene. Once an officer documents visible injury to a minor in a domestic context, arrest is legally compelled. The subject's explanation of proportionality, context, or child behavior is legally irrelevant to the arrest decision. Post-arrest is the appropriate venue for affirmative defenses, not the scene of the arrest. Attempting to negotiate around the mandatory arrest standard exposes the subject to additional charges: obstruction, disorderly conduct. Legal lesson 3 prior injury as legal amplifier. Striking a person with documented pre-existing trauma to a vulnerable anatomical area is not treated the same as striking an uninjured person. Foreseeability doctrine perpetrator's knowledge of the victim's condition elevates culpability. In civil proceedings, Section 1983 tort, this creates substantial liability. In criminal proceedings, it supports sentencing enhancement or upgraded charge classification. Legal lesson 4 Child Protective Services parallel track. This incident triggers dual legal tracks, 1 criminal prosecution and 2 CPS mandatory investigation. Under CAPTA and state child welfare statutes, law enforcement is a mandatory reporter upon documenting child abuse indicators. The involvement of a social worker confirmed in footage indicates CPS was already activated potentially prior to the arrest. Outcome removal of minor siblings from the home is a foreseeable collateral consequence. Summary key legal principles documented in this footage. Battery on a minor equals satisfied by admission plus visible injury, no eyewitness required. MART, mandatory arrest equals non-discretionary upon probable cause in domestic violence context. Parental provocation defense equals legally unavailable for facial strikes causing injury. Pre-existing injury equals aggravating factor in both criminal and civil proceedings. Failure to self-report plus no counter-injury equals corroboration of victim's account.